Unscripted.
For some strange reason, Sony is making a lot of changes behind the scenes and even making some changes in front of the scenes, and it's sort of strange to me that a company that is absolutely dominating right now is making so many changes within itself. To me, it doesn't make a lot of sense. I had mentioned for some time, I'm the type of person, I'm very cynical, but I'm also very honest about the things that what I trust and what I like to see and things like that. And to be honest with you, I don't get Jim Ryan at all. I don't trust him specifically, but yeah, it is a little bit weird to see a lot of this kind of going on the way that it is. And I got to say that it doesn't make me extremely happy in terms of what's going on behind the scenes with Sony, because what happens is, like, they absolutely dominated last generation with the PlayStation 4. There's no doubt there. But what's the deal with, kind of the way that they treated Sean Layden and all these other people that kind of just ended up leaving or got laid off or what have you? It's very kind of weird, to say the least. And I'm sitting here looking around and I'm like, well, I don't really understand the changes. But, again, it's still one of those things that it's probably going to be a good thing to talk about as gamers, because, we're gamers and we all kind of have this kind of situation where we have a good idea of what we want to see and what we want out of gaming in general. For me personally, I very much enjoy seeing some things change, but I don't like to see everything change. It's just one of those things where, for me personally, I very much would rather kind of have it be a little bit different. But I want to get started because I want to talk about this and see what you guys think. So let's go ahead and go. What's up, everybody? Crap Gamer here with Crap Gamer Reviews, back with another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. I really do appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. I would appreciate that as well. It helps out the channel, and it means a lot to me personally. If you guys are looking for a way to help out a small little dying / rebuilding channel, the best way to do it is a simple like. It means a lot to me personally, and it really does help out, to be honest with you guys. It gets the channel noticed and things like that, so very much would be appreciated if you guys wouldn't mind. Thank you guys. Shout out to all the old subscribers, new subscribers, and everybody in between. You very much are a fantastic group of people. I appreciate the fans and things like that. Thank you so much for always rocking out with me. You guys really are great. So with that being said, I do want to get started. So we do know that Sony is doing well, but they keep on making all these changes. And this is one of the things that I didn't really understand last generation. They started to sort of do this shift and make all these changes and things like that. And I was kind of questioning why, it doesn't really make a lot of sense to change right now, given that you're completely decimating the competition. And it's not even close. Like, that was the thing that I didn't understand. Like, this was not even something that was close. It was just, Sony absolutely dominating. So you're doing all the things right, but that you're changing a lot of your people at the top or whatever. I just didn't really understand that. So it is one of those things where I'm kind of questioning it as we kind of go along. Now, Sony Interactive Entertainment sees multiple leadership changes promoting those involved with PSVR development now. So I love PSVR, don't get me wrong, but it does make me kind of scratch my head a bit and go, well, what's exactly going on here? It's sort of a weird situation, to say the least. But, again, we'll have to wait and see how this kind of turns out long term. I don't really know for sure how this is going to kind of work out. But Sony Interactive Entertainment has announced multiple leadership changes to the company, with Jim Ryan still in charge, but a number of people involved with PSVR development getting promotions. Shared in a blog post, Jim Ryan will stay in his position as CEO and president of Sony Interactive Entertainment, with Masayasa Ito being appointed representative director and deputy president. Ito was previously the developer director of the original PSVR headset. Ito will be joined by Lin Tao as director and deputy president, and Takeshi Shibata as director. Now, John Kodera will leave Sony Interactive Entertainment and move to Sony Group, while Hideki Nishino has been promoted to Senior Vice President in Platform Experience and will oversee network engineering operations, R&D, design, data strategy, and operation, in addition to having previously led management, production, and product platform development. So a lot of changes happening. And in fact, there was even some more changes involved in that, as Nishino's been involved with a lot of platform management and responsible for a lot of the news from Sony Interactive Entertainment last year, including the PSVR 2 announcement. Now, Michael Pattinson, who is currently the VP of Global Third-Party Relations, has been promoted to Senior Vice President, Platform Planning and Management. The post says that it has been instrumental in building our current strong portfolio of business partnerships on PS4 and PS5, and has been a strong advocate for the indie development community. So ultimately, the big takeaway here is that those have been involved in PSVR development in the past, and President will play a much larger role in Sony Interactive Entertainment going forward. This is likely due to the upcoming release of the PlayStation VR 2 headset sometime in the next couple of years. It's a very interesting sort of change and things like that, especially given that the PS5, much like the PS4, has sort of taken off and sort of done its own thing. It's one of those type of situations where you don't fully understand what's going on, but it is kind of interesting to see so many changes up at the top, given what we now know. And so, again, for me personally, I don't think that much will change in terms of what we expect in the day-to-day practices from Sony, but it is going to be very fun to see how this kind of changes things going forward. Like me, I love PlayStation VR. I think that it is very much something that I hope, and I'm glad that they're really sticking with. But at the same time, you just wonder why, if you're like absolutely crushing it and doing such a great job with the lead and things like that, I don't understand why the thought process kind of takes you behind and says, hey, well, okay, let's go ahead and change everything and switch literally everything up. Honestly, I do not understand that kind of thought process personally. But, at the end of the day, it's not really up to me to kind of point this out one way or the other. I really do just hope that they continue to put out a fantastic product and they continue to do a good job doing what they've been doing, because that's the thing that has been leading Sony towards like this ultimate type of thing that they're doing in the first place. So it is very exciting to see them continue to do things the way that they've been doing it, but at the same time, you just kind of sit back and kind of scratch your head and go, I don't understand what's going on. They're absolutely dominating, and all these changes it doesn't look good from a from a outsider kind of looking in point of view. But I guess you would kind of understand more just kind of reading through this. But I'm going to link this article in the description. It's actually a official Sony blog post. So speaking of Nishino, he's been promoted as well, and he's going to oversee a lot of this kind of stuff. He has a long history with Sony Interactive Entertainment, most likely and most recently led platform planning and management. He joined the company back in 2000, so over 20 years of experience there with Sony, and instrumental in many of the innovations in the PS4 and PS5 product development. And he's going to report directly to Jim Ryan, the president and CEO of Sony Entertainment. So that's going to be very interesting as well. Based in San Mateo, California. Like I said, a lot of shakeups, a lot of changes going on behind the scenes. In front of the scenes, though, like I said, it's kind of business as usual. We keep seeing Sony kind of pressure and keeping the moves on what Microsoft is doing. And I guess it's just one of those things we're going to have to sort of see how this kind of pans out long term. But is it ever a good thing when we keep seeing all of these things kind of happen and all these changes behind the scenes? I mean, what does it really mean? Is it, is PlayStation not doing as good as maybe we thought they were doing? Like, I don't really know, but it's just going to kind of depend on what happens long term. But with that being said, I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on this. Let me know what you guys think. For me personally, obviously it's not the end of the world or anything like that. You just kind of question it and say, well, you know what, this is just one of those things that happens, and it's one of those things that was probably bound to happen. There's going to be restructuring. There's going to be other things that happen. I mean, we didn't really expect Microsoft to, at one point, with the way that they were going about things, to really go about the way that they've kind of gone about things, going after more or less a casual market with game streaming and things like that. Like, I don't think anybody really expected that, yet here we are. And I don't think anybody expected Microsoft to go buy Bethesda, yet here we are. Things happen, these companies restructure. I don't think this is necessarily a bad thing. We'll have to wait and see how it works out. Like, for me personally, I much preferred like the Andrew House, Sean Layden led Microsoft. I'm not a big fan of Jim Ryan, So, we'll continue to monitor that situation, but pretty much anything can happen at this point, and it wouldn't really surprise me. So, and with that being said, please leave your thoughts and opinions down below. Let me know what you guys think. You can hit me up on Twitter at @_Crapgamer, Xbox Live, MOH Space Crapgamer, PSN just Crapgamer. And as always, thank you guys very much for rocking out with me and having a great sense of humor and a great time. Rack 'em up. Crapgamer out.
Unscripted.